Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas. Hello, I'm Billy Cauthen, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. We're here, we're here. We are here, Billy. We are here. Yes, sir. There we go.
I can't hear me.
Turn it up some.
Turn it up.
We were in the middle of a prayer.
We was praying.
Yeah. We don't ever, sometimes I feel like that I rush that prayer.
Get your clodhopper off my cord, man.
And then look at this, dude. And then look at this morning. It's like, no, do you see how slow it is?
I know, we're doing a robot.
Man, I was all happy this morning. This has been one of those weird mornings, Billy. Let me do this. Let's stop this guy. All right, it's going to go to some weird looking screen. Let me exit this.
I know what we can do.
Let me pull the plug. We're still hopping, I promise. We welcome in everybody. Let's plug this in. I love the power of live production, buddy, because you never know. You never know. Let me reload this. I promise we're on, though. People can hear us.
Can they smell us?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what?
Are we smelling in live?
You bring that up. You know what my daughter told me the other night? I'm sitting there laying down because I always help her go to sleep, and we're sitting there praying and, did our reading thing, and then I laid down with her. And there is something wrong, Billy, with these Magellan shirts. There we go. Now we're not all.
Now, hang on. You was bragging on the Magellan shirts here.
Oh, yes.
Back.
I know. I love the Magellan shirts.
Now, they do make you stink.
Yes. That's what I was getting at. Those things, I don't understand how, but it's like a wet dog when a wet dog comes back in the house.
Moisture wicking technology.
So that's what it's picking up then.
Yeah. It's picking up what you're putting down.
It's picking up what my body's putting out.
Yeah, exactly.
And Braylon, just as sweetly rude as can be, said, Daddy, you stink. And I said, thank you for that, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Here's something to look forward to, though, because you said you put her to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I have reached the age where my children put me to sleep.
Oh, that's great.
I had Daddy go to bed. I just got to go to bed.
They don't come read to you, pray with you, and all that. They don't know.
No, they cut. They cut. Well, especially that middle child when she wants something, she'll come busting up in there. Dad, Dad, Dad. I'm like, what? Is Mom still awake?
How cool is it?
Did everyone catch that? Did everyone catch that? She will bust in there and wake me up to ask me if her mother, who is laying 3/4 of an inch away from me,
Still,
our butts are touching, will ask me, is Mom still awake?
go around the bed and look.
She's right here.
Oh, that's classic, man. I love it. I love it.
Your time's coming, buddy.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a dad question this morning as we get going. Remind me to ask you the dad question. We'll do the official intro. Welcome in as we get rolling
We're
here.
not strong enough to make it on our own.
Yeah, we're done. Billy's got to get to Brian, so we're off. Yeah. No, episode 552 this morning. Welcome in as we get started on a
I'm a
Faithful
little
Friday.
upset about that.
You missed the 550. Don't worry.
I
no
never,
big celebration.
I never get any type of centennial anything.
Yeah,
I'm like show 499. I'm show 5. What show?
What did I say today was 550, 552?
550. I mean, let's celebrate 550.
You're not going to like this.
Uh-huh.
Because Monday's 53, Tuesday's 54. Do you know what Wednesday is? 555.
555.
So that's got a nice ring to it.
I don't get it. I didn't get the 100th show. I didn't get the 125th, the 150th, the 200.
Missed out.
Yeah.
We'll just have some special.
I don't like uneven numbers.
We'll have some special type deal just for you.
Like when I'm watching television, when I turn the volume up, it can't be on like 23.
It's got to be 25, right?
It's got to be on 20 or 25.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we do want to welcome you in. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs, repairs, new jewelry, whatever you need. Call up our good friend. You can find his information online. Again, that website, elliotsjewelers.com. 2 L's, 2 T's, by the way. And that'll take you right where you need to go. And, of course, here on this very faithful Friday, couldn't do it without Billy Cauthen, our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. It's our family serving yours since 2002, since I graduated high school. Yeah. I graduated in 02. When did you graduate, like 98, 99?
99.
99. There used to be a rap song.
1999.
Was that kind of a neat year for you? Because 2000, you know, the Y2K bug, all the big buzz.
Yeah, that was
going
on the horizon, and we were partying like it was 1999.
Was it a pretty cool? Did it feel special? Did it feel different because we're about to tick over to the new century, or was it just kind of whatever? Do you remember?
I mean, I remember that because I was a little old lonely volunteer firefighter back then, and I remember I was at the fire station because we were all convinced that everything was going to hell in a handbasket. I mean, at midnight, you know, when it clocked over, and absolutely nothing happened. I knew that like we weren't going to lose power or anything like that. And like I was trying to tell people, I'm pretty sure like Entergy and Mid-South and all them, they have enough money that they have updated any type of outdated computer. You know, we're not, but just the chaos of people is what we were concerned about. But nothing, absolutely nothing.
Who's that young lady that's with Entergy here in town? Is it Melissa? Is that her name? Melissa Boucher, I think.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't watch the show, but she should. Now the algorithm's going to pick up my voice and what I'm saying this morning because she is, I guess she kind of does like like public relations type stuff. I don't know her official title, but she's like she's a big contact person for Entergy here in Huntsville. She's always at the chamber meetings and all that. Well, I wanted to give a special shout out to Entergy this morning. You know, everybody, it's always easy to dog on the utility whenever it goes out. But I wanted to say something because our friends at Comcast apparently are putting in another internet line out in our neighborhood. It's only going to serve, someone said, 10% of the neighborhood, and it's fine by me. I mean, I don't want anybody else to come out there and run internet. I'm perfectly happy with Vexus. I don't want nobody coming and digging and tearing up more stuff and a chance to ruin what's already there, right? So Comcast, apparently their subcontractors had hit electrical line and all this, and that's dangerous. I mean, you hit an electrical line.
Yeah. I was reading like somebody had half the power in their house knocked. So I guess they'd knocked a leg of it off or something.
Yeah,
so they were only getting 110 instead of 220. And
so they hit something, and but here's what I wanted to say. You saw the same thing I saw then. This person was praising Entergy, saying that Entergy came out. They were praising their electrician, first of all, and you probably know him. If I remember the name, you'd know him because everybody said, oh, yeah, he's great. But then secondly, they were praising Entergy because Entergy, even though it wasn't their fault, they came out and brought a whole home generator to power that house for those people. That's really
didn't they
awesome.
say it was like a solar generator or something, or a battery powered? I
don't know.
I read something about that. I was thinking the same thing. That's amazing.
And it's not even, and it wasn't even Entergy's fault. It was a subcontractor. But here's Entergy stepping up, saying, you know what, we're going to supply something to your house to help you.
Well, maybe there's new stuff on the horizon, because when our air conditioner, back when these rainstorms started at our house, we didn't get hit by lightning, but it struck so close that it surged some of our stuff, and our air conditioner was one of those. So I called my AC company, and he came straight over, looked at it, said, hey, look, it fried this. Your unit's this old. He says, I can get you the part, and I can get you back up and running, but brother, your days are numbered. So we agreed, and the price was very fair on the price. And he says, I'll have it installed by tonight. And I'm like, what I'm talking about, I get home from work, ACB on, everything be good. Well, his crew got tied up on a job, and he says, and he called me, and he was honest, very brutally honest. He said, look, these guys have been in this hot attic all day. They ran into some problems with the contractor done in the attic. So they had to correct those problems. They are exhausted. I said, that's fine. I understand that. I said, we'll sweat it tonight. I'll get some fans and we'll just sweat. I get it.
Did you tell him, don't sweat it? No
no
credit,
no
don't
sweat
it.
I said, look, man, I get it. Hey, that's fine. He says, no. I'm bringing you portable air conditioner units now. And him and his wife brought us portable air conditioner units. Plumbed them in the window. It's like the ones you put in the house, but the little tube goes out the window. He put those in our house, and I mean they weren't exactly quiet, because it's got a fan and everything's right there. But we slept he got that house down to the temperature we normally keep it at, and I was thinking that's customer service right there.
Is this an AC company that's got three names in there? CPS? Is that who it is?
No,
not that one. Okay,
it's Gensel Heating and Air.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's your cuz. Your family, brother-in-law, yeah.
But I mean, and that didn't give me
That's
any
cool.
special treatment, because he does Greg's stuff, he does and apparently that's just what they do. And it amazed me that they would come over at night. Him and Jessica, they came over at night with those units and hooked us up.
Jessica came, and she's working at A&M now, so I mean she's she's staying busy.
Yeah,
that's cool. They always
she's over there gigging them.
She gigging them. Boy, they gigged y'all in your house. That's for sure. They took care of y'all.
They did.
Quite a good gig. I was about to say, now that I know who it is, of course he would do that. That's such a great man, Gensel Heating and Air. They always sport our Rays of Hope every year too. But I was thinking before you said that, I'm sitting there thinking as you're telling me, oh well,
you're thinking Comfort Pro.
Yeah, who's good too. Jar,
he'll do that. I think he's got a trailer mounted.
Jar does it. Yeah, Jar Crocker does it. But when
I've known Jar and they're good people. Him and his wife both. I mean, they're stand up people.
Yeah.
It's just
When you said that, that's who I thought of immediately. I didn't realize that Gensel did it. And that's Donnie Smith over there. Boy, they're great people. Mm-hmm. But I was sitting there thinking before all this, whenever you were telling me this story, and now I know what I was thinking not to be true because I know who these folks are. But you're sitting there, he's out there, and my brother and I always joke around because the AC guy always shows up with those gauges. And they always kind of act like that's like their toolkit, right? So they always show up with that thing, and they always plug it in. And I remember we had an old AC guy that we had no control over when I was renting a place in Georgetown for our computer business. This guy would show up with those gauges, and this is how my brother and I started making fun of it, Billy, because he'd show up and he'd plug all that stuff in, and he would just sit there for 10 minutes and just kind of sit there and he'd flick the gauges, and then he'd kind of do his eyes all squinty. He's trying to make it look like he knew exactly what he was doing. I compare it to back in the day whenever someone would get on a computer and they'd pull up a DOS prompt and just start typing a bunch of gibberish, making it look like they were a computer expert when they weren't doing anything, all right? So this guy would do that, and then he'd go back to his truck for 10 minutes, then he'd come back, and then he'd readjust the gauge, and then he'd start going like this, and he said, well, yeah, your down pressure isn't really where it should be. I'm trying to rectify the situation. If anybody says the word rectify, I'm already kind of worried. People don't use that word anymore.
They talk about head pressure. Your head pressure's too. Oh, yeah, my head pressure fitting to blow. You don't get this damn thing working.
Rectal pressure ain't very good. Right?
That rectal reading is not looking good.
And so they're sitting there doing all this. And And then he just leaves, right? And our AC is still not working. So I called the landlord. I said, who is this guy that you keep sending over? And the guy looked like he just woke up. And he's an older guy, too. I'm not saying it was some young dude that, just this guy. And he wasn't, like, drinking or nothing like that. I'm not going to put him on too much of a blast. But he was just pure lazy is what it boils down to, all right? And I saw him, and the AC hadn't worked for a week, Billy. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I hired somebody else to come over there. Like, dude, your coil's completely broken. And they said, we'll fill this thing up for you, and you'll be good to go. And it's only going to last probably a couple of weeks. So they did that, and we had air conditioning again. I ended up having to pay out of pocket to have the guy I knew come replace the coil. A coil in a commercial unit is not cheap.
No.
Let me just say that. I had to take out a loan to get this thing fixed. I had to fix it. Because the landlord wouldn't fix that in depth. He tried to blame it on me, saying it's because we didn't change the filters. I said, dude, not changing a filter is not going to destroy a coil like that serious. I'm not ignorant. It's just going to restrict the airflow, which, yeah, it could ultimately. And the filter wasn't even that dirty. Let me just throw that in there. So long story short, we see this other guy in town, all right? Hadn't heard nothing from him, never came back, never returned any calls. And I saw him walking normal, Billy, perfectly normal, out of a restaurant into his air conditioning van, and walking no problem. And then he gets back out, and he's walking back across the street to do something else. I said, hey, how you doing? As soon as he saw me, he starts walking with this exaggerated limp in his leg. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry I haven't called you back. I've been injured. I just got out of the hospital a few days ago. I really tore up my leg pretty bad. And so my brother and I, from there on, have always made fun of those gauges because we think of that guy. And then my brother used to walk around the shop with that limp saying, oh, sorry I didn't get the computer done for you, brother. I just got out of the hospital. So it's always fun. That was one of the most vivid images that I have of somebody that blatantly lied and actually acted it out. And I did a Ed Bassmaster. Have you ever seen that dude, comedian on the internet? He's hilarious, by the way. If you haven't seen him, look at it. But he has these psh videos where he just goes up to people and goes psh. So that's what I did to this guy. When he said that, I said psh, and then walked on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because they'll take those gauges and they'll tap on the front like that. I'm like, that needle move right there. I ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
I mean, there is a purpose for them, but
oh yeah, no, for sure, no, 100% get it. It tells them the different, whatever.
Yeah, the high and the low pressure. I don't understand all that stuff, but it's one of those things where if you got a special tool in your bag, sometimes you're going to pull it out, and not us, but I mean, you got several special tools in the funeral business, probably.
Just walk it up to the front with a set of angled hemostats. Come here.
Yeah, and then you're trying to brag about, oh, check this out. Let me show you here. And no one knows what they do, but you feel important because you know what they do.
Clicking them together like a pair of barbecue tongs.
You have like some special casket key, and you're like, hey, come over here and check this out.
I got one of those in my car.
Do you really?
Yeah. That's how you can tell somebody's a funeral director. They got that casket key right there.
So, anyways, the whole point of all this is let us know this morning. Many of you are joining us. Let us know your stories of any type of service company that may have blatantly lied to you in a family-friendly tone. Just share a sentence or two who've done that to you. Have you ever had that happen to you?
Let me tell you about my intranet. It's been a couple years ago now, but I was doing some online schooling, and it was imperative that we had internet. We had to have good internet.
It wasn't for entertainment. You had to have it for your school.
Yeah, no, this not Netflix, people. This was Northeast Texas Community College. Very, very cold that winter, extremely cold here. So I guess it's, back in 19 or 20 or something. Our internet quit working. So I called Suddenlink.
Sudden stink.
Yeah, suddenly unconnected, which is now Optimum. I haven't figured out how to make fun of their name yet.
Well, they don't run it at optimum level.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, very unoptimal. But anyway, internet just would not work. I would call the guy. They would send the guy out, and they always blame it on the router. Right? It's always a router.
It's always your problem.
Yeah.
Your fault.
So they're gonna send you one. You got to plug it in. You got to take that one, unplug it for 10 seconds, plug it back in. All the lights will flash, and then you got to all this crap. And we were doing that, and I'm like, look, guys, I got to have this. I'm not gaming. I'm schooling. We have to have this. And they 2 or 3 of those routers, and then they determine, well, sir, the line running from the pole to your house is no good.
That's always the second problem.
Okay, so they replace that. Well, sir, there's too much resistance in the line in the house. I said, well, what do you mean? He says there's a block up there where the cable comes in, it splits off, and it goes to all your televisions. I said, well, dude, we don't have cable. We just have your internet. I said, unscrew all that and just direct line it to the... Okay, sir, with your permission. And that's what they did. And they just excuse after excuse. Well, for those of y'all that know, the Optima or Suddenlink or Cox Cable or Huntsville Cable, whatever they are this week, is right next door to the funeral home.
Mm.
So
used to be, right? Yeah, at the time.
Well, they're still using that building. They're
Okay.
still their trucks are still there. You just can't go in there and talk to somebody.
I gotcha.
Well, I am in the foyer of the funeral home, and I see their big service bucket truck pull up. I got them. I run out the front door of that funeral home like that dude stole my wallet, and I run down into the parking lot, and he cracks his window just enough not to let the heat out. I said, hey, man, this is who I am, and this is where I live. He goes, oh, yeah, I'm familiar with your situation.
So this was at your house, the internet was messing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, what is the deal? What is it going to take to fix this? He says, well, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It's the weather. Oh, no, it gets better. It gets better. Okay, I didn't drag y'all along this long just to cut it off there.
What does it run like maple syrup? If it's colder, it kind of coagulates or whatever?
because the internet's like syrup and it's got to go down the line like brake fluid,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's cold. So anyhow, this guy goes, man, okay, here's the real problem, man. It's cold. And I'm thinking, like, you don't want to get your butt out of the truck or something? I mean, we're working in this crap. But he says, I can fix it. I can fix it today. But I'll have to adjust it for the cold. And when it warms back up, it won't work then. I am standing in the parking lot of the Suddenlink looking at this guy like, did you just drop your joint or what? I mean, you can fix it and make it run when it's cold, but when it heats back up, it won't work. And the problem with it is now is because it's cold.
What did this dude what ended up happening?
Well, of course, I told everyone that would listen to my story about the story my internet won't work because it's cold.
Yeah.
But it's, I guess it's working. I guess it warmed up. But I can still see that guy, a little old scrawny guy, and I mean, it's like smoke rolling out of the cab, and he's like,
what they call that, hot box or whatever?
Yeah,
hot,
and
hot boxing in there.
Cheap cigarettes or whatever. It's because it's cold. And he's trying to explain to me that there's something that contracts and expands. And I know that metal does that with the temperature.
Yeah, but it's
the internet, man.
It's designed to
this
work.
This ain't ice road truckers. So, yeah.
I hope the AI picks this clip up for me to post later. This is golden.
I hope the fine people of Optima watch this.
Good night.
Of course, what they call us. Please, sir, do not make fun of us again.
All I can think of is this guy like looking at you in his car. Listen, man.
I'm telling you, he's got the window cracked just enough to talk to me. There's smoke rolling out.
Okay, so he's like this.
He's got the receding hairline. Yeah,
listen, man.
It's because it's cold.
It's 'cause it's cold. Now I can adjust it for the cold, but it ain't gonna work again when it's hot. You picking up what I'm putting down, man?
Well, okay. And how come the entire area is cold, But I'm the only one whose internet is affected by the weather.
That's
I mean, did like my little box out on the pole need like a jacket or something?
Yeah, that's how he fixes
Can
it.
I have my mother knit something for it?
Yeah, he's doing this, Billy. Yo, man, I heard your mother's a great knitter.
Yeah.
Can she knit a cute little? It's got to be red, white, and blue for America. Can she knit that and wrap that up for us?
We need it to look kind of like a toaster cover, but maybe just a little smaller.
Oh, well, share your stories. I don't think anybody's going to top that one, though. I haven't heard one that good in a long time. So top that one if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know you're out there this morning. We'll take a break here in just a few moments. Do us a huge favor, though. Let us know that you're out there. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning. Maybe you're thankful that you got good internet at your house. You got fiber.
It's hot outside.
Yeah, it's nice and toasty. You got good internet. Let us know, though, what you're thankful for this morning. Many friends are joining us. I wanted to say hello to some of those, and we'll do that when we come back. We'll take a very brief break. As always, we are here on this Faithful Friday. And a big thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They've been serving this community since 2002, and they're ready to serve you when that time comes up. You can visit them online at SHMFH.com at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.com.
It's the initials of the funeral
That's
home.
it. We'll take a brief break. Stay with us. More to come. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Looking for the perfect office space? Drive success with premier office spaces in Huntsville at Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Raven Property Management has moved in, and we're on site ready to give you a tour at 2503 Lake Road. Whether you're a startup, small business, or an established company, our Class A offices provide the professional environment you need to thrive. Flexible leases, modern amenities, and a prime location. This is where business gets done. Execute your success today. Visit huntsvilleworkspace.com to schedule your tour.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
The spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm.
How long did you have to play that guitar to record all that?
Long time, buddy. I really got good at
Was
it.
that just you sitting on the porch there,
Yeah.
singing into the can?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's kind of relaxing. It's relaxing here as we come back on another relaxing, faithful Friday. You said your coffee was blistering hot still. Did it cool off a little bit now?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Cool it off some.
Yeah, cool it off.
I want to welcome you back in as we continue on. A couple things wanted to remind you of coming up tomorrow night, I think around 6 o'clock or so. You'll have to double check our website. Newsletter going out a little bit later today. Lee Jameson having the lighting of the mural tomorrow evening. That'll be really neat. That mural is so beautiful. I was talking with Pastor Bay, Jason, here on Thursday about that. He knows the Jameson family real well and very renowned artist here in our community. Just absolutely beautiful as you drive downtown now and see that mural right across from the Cafe Texan on the side of that new building. It's supposed to be a wine bar and a bookstore, which is going to be really neat when that opens up. A couple of other things. Crumble Cookies opening soon. It may already be open. I don't know. I don't think it is yet, but they're having a...
If you have any crumble questions, just call Lily.
Are they open yet? Do you know?
I don't believe so because she's not outside their door right now.
Okay. Well, I ran... And it's not... I made a mistake. It's not Crumble Cookies anymore. Now it's just Crumble. They do more than just cookies, apparently. But I know it as Crumble Cookies. That's what it used to be. But now Crumble opening up, that's on Colonel Etheridge over there.
I'll keep my comments to myself.
I don't care what it's called. I'm going to go over there and eat, buddy. I don't care if it can be cookies, it can be brownies. I don't care.
I mean, if they got that oven going, they might as well put some pizzas in there. You know,
Crumble pizzas. Pizza's so good it'll crumble in your mouth. Yeah. That's opening up soon. They're going to have a ribbon cutting next couple of weeks on a Thursday. We posted about that yesterday. The Chamber's doing that. I think it is next week.
Hey, you think I'm going to talk to Lee on Sunday, see if I can get him
Thursday.
I'm going to get Lee on Sunday. I'm going to see if he'll come to my office and paint a mural on my wall.
Probably would.
Have me look like a Greek god or something riding one of them horses.
No, I'd like for it just to be a dad mural of you and a couch with that sack of Whataburger and the Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
And then a TV remote.
My TV tray.
with TV land showing in the background. That's what.
Hey, man. Matter of fact, I'm missing. No, come on a minute. I'm missing MASH right now. Which
again, I think you were the one that told me about that theme song.
Well, that's because I used to whistle it every morning.
You ever do that? You're talking to a family, you just randomly start whistling it.
I randomly do a lot of things, and I guess that's why people love me, because I'm not putting on a show. I'm just as goofy there as I am here.
You're just the real deal, Billy.
Yeah.
Hey, 89 today. Temperature's going to stay a little bit below 90 due to that.
It's going to be 1989 today.
It is 89. Yeah, hopefully not 1989. Good night. But yeah, 89.
I'd go back for a couple hours.
89 today. A little bit of chance of rain as this tropical system will brush parts of the East Texas. We may get a few sprinkles out of it. Louisiana getting a lot of rain right now. It never did turn into a tropical storm, but it is a tropical system. Just didn't get up to enough wind speed, but it still could dump up to 10 inches of rain outside of some areas of Louisiana, outside of New Orleans and central Louisiana as you move a little farther to the west. We'll get a few sprinkles here today.
Oh, good, because my mud was starting to dry out.
Yeah, it's been raining. Yesterday was the first afternoon. I don't think it's rained in 2 months here in Huntsville. We didn't have any rain yesterday.
I need to do a little bit of roof repair to my mother's roof, and we got the stuff to do it. It's nothing to it, but it's got to be dry.
Mm-hmm.
And every evening when I would get in, it's like it would sprinkle. And I'm like, thank you.
I mean, we're July the 18th, and I hadn't had to water my lawn once this year. Not one single time.
I don't even think the sprinklers are on at the funeral home.
Yeah, they hadn't had to have them. Tonight, 75, little rain will linger in. And then for your Saturday, how about 91? We'll have mostly cloudy. Then in the afternoon, from some of that afternoon heating, possibly a stray shower. More of the same as we continue on. Things really, though, starting to clear up midweek next week, and we're going to get up into the mid-90s. So we are inching ever closer to those 100-degree marks. I would expect them to come here in the next few weeks as we move in to August. We are back here. Thanks for joining us as always. Another edition of Good Morning Huntsville brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home on these faithful Fridays. Billy, I got a few things to go over. I did want to say hello to a couple of people. Stephanie Pitts joining us here on the show from Advantage Specialties. So good morning to Stephanie.
I need to go see them. Matter of fact, it's time to reorder shirts.
Yeah, man. My sister joining us, Rebecca, good morning to you. She said she's the class of 94, so we're youngins, Billy. We're youngins. She was 94.
Yeah, we can say we graduated in 19 whatever.
I was a 02.
Yeah, Jacqueline's a 2000.
02 was a great year. Many others also joining us this morning. I'll flip over to our official feed that is running through the Hello Huntsville Facebook page. We're also on YouTube, Spirit Radio FM, and much more. Several people, again, joining us through these other platforms. And I wanted to say good morning to our good friend, Jamie Saucier. And, Jamie, I've been saying it all week, man, but we love you and Nina very much. I know y'all are going through a tough time right now. But
yeah, you're definitely in our prayers, brother.
You know, I had said a prayer last night, and I posted a prayer, Jamie, because I just felt like the Lord put that on my heart and wanted you to know that not only me, but so many in this community are just praying for y'all. And we know that the Lord has you, and especially has Nina in his hands here this morning, my friend. Jennifer Augustinetti joining us, saying it's a fabulous Friday. Have a blessed weekend. Phyllis Dillard with us. Quentin Glaze, Kyle Kreiner, our normal family on the show with us this morning. We appreciate all of you for being a part of it as always, and many others joining in as well. So if you're out there, do us a favor and just say hello. Maybe you've never commented in before, but holler at us and let us know that you're out there this morning.
So with the temperatures getting close to 100, I think I'm going to start a group like the dark-colored car people.
Oh, man.
It will have accountability. Like, if you know that I get off work at 5, you need to check on me about 5:05 to make sure I didn't have a heat stroke in the car. Because I've always had like a lighter colored vehicle.
Oh, are you starting to feel that a little bit now? And
that gloss black Yukon, that thing, oh my God. You open that door and it's just like an oven.
Is the Hyundai gone? Is it officially gone now?
Yes, Taylor has a new owner.
Billy had 140,000 mile. What kind of Hyundai was that?
Santa Fe.
Beautiful vehicle, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think, why'd y'all get rid of that, man? I would like that car, man.
That
thing's beautiful.
We've had some medical stuff in my immediate family that's
y'all need to take
probably going to prevent somebody from fully operating a vehicle again. So we're just moving into position to.
Yeah, that thing was nice though, man.
Yeah, that was Lily's little car, and we bought that for her, and Lily, she's a very clean person, teenage girl, very clean, and she just took excellent little care of that little car. Matter of fact, jokingly called it her pregnant roller skate because that's what it looked like coming down the roller skate,
That was a nice car. So
yeah, super nice.
You only sold it, what, 65, I think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy,
well, and
somebody got a deal
pretty
on that.
much sold it. Posted it, and then somebody, I had several people I knew questioned about it, and one of them, he's like, okay, what's the deal? And I told him, what the real deal was on the car, which it was in the deal, but asked numbers, and I told him this was the highest, and he said, all right, I'll match it. And the next day, and took it to him, he looked at it and says, all right, I'll be here tomorrow morning at 9 with a check. And that's exactly what he did. And I think he's going to, he's in the automotive industry, but I think his daughter's going to wind up driving the car, and she goes to school with Lily, so I guess Lily can still get visitation rides.
Yeah, she'll still get to see.
Well, that's how, James's truck, we bought that off a good a church family friend of ours, and that guy bought the truck new and kept it for 16 years and then sold it to us and didn't want to sell it because I tried to buy it off of him previously. But when he found out we were going to get it for James, he decided to sell it. So now every time the guy sees the truck, he has to have visitation rights with it. So,
hugs the back of it.
Hey, buddy. Slaps the fender a little bit.
Had a boy. It's got a little dent where he slapped it so many times. It's a little small dent.
Don't leak your oil now.
Oh, that's great, man. I know somebody's going to be tremendously blessed from that, Billy, so that's really good that y'all did that. Well, hey, a couple of things. Today is National Tropical Fruit Day. You a pineapple? I like pineapples.
Yeah, I do. I don't get like oh my God, I put pineapple on my. Are you pineapple on your pizza?
Yeah, I do.
But
not like I'm specifically going for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to intentionally order it, but if it's there, I'll eat it, and it's not
If
bad.
it's like a buffet, I might get a piece with some
exactly.
on there. But
there you go.
I like it. I like it cold. Like us rich people, we eat it out of a can.
Oh yeah, I love the can one.
I don't know how to cut up a pineapple, but I know how to open the can.
It's already pre-sliced. Makes it easy.
And it's in its own juice.
I'm not a fan of those pineapple upside down cakes. I just don't like the pineapple in the cake. I'll eat it, but I'm not.
See, I'll eat that before I'll eat a pineapple pizza.
Okay.
Okay. See, there you go.
Yeah. Here's the deal, though.
Okay.
You ever been part of a barbecue where they throw the pineapple? Now that's pretty good.
No, but what about on a ham?
I'm trying.
Jacqueline
to think
doesn't, but I do on a ham.
I'm not a huge fan. I'll eat it, but I'm not a huge fan. So
there you go.
I guess
there you have it, people.
It's good that we have some differences, Billy.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried there for a while. It's National.
We can't be both tall and sexy.
Good thing it's not Topical Fruit Day. Topical fruit.
Give me some more of that papaya.
It's also World Listening Day. How many people need to listen?
Yeah, they probably don't need to listen to this.
My dad always told me, he said, son, you always hear, but you don't listen. And that stuck with me because we hear things, but sometimes we don't listen. And,
oh, my God, I wish somebody would tell James that.
Yeah, sometimes we hear, but we don't listen. That's it, man. National Sour Candy Day. I like sour candy.
I do, too.
Sour Candy Day. And also National Caviar Days.
I don't think I have ever consumed caviar.
According to the FDA, though, they say only real caviar comes from sturgeon. Do you know what that means?
Ain't that where they had a motorcycle rally?
No, that's Sturgis.
Oh.
Sturgeon. I don't know what that means, but they wrote this here. Here's a little on this day in history. You ready for this one? 64 A.D. 64 A.D. The year 64, the Great Fire of Rome begins. Great Fire of Rome. I'm studying a bunch of this in a humanities class right now. The Roman Empire.
Wasn't all their stuff built out of like ivory and granite and rock?
Yeah, so how does the fire affect them? Never thought about that. So
it ain't like you can pick up the phone and call somebody that was there either.
No.
Hey, Mama.
1872, Britain introduces the secret ballot. It was a bit too secret because nobody used it for several years. So the secret ballot was invented.
We do secret ballots at the Elks Lodge.
That's right, with the marbles or whatever, the little stones or the marbles. Although, are they really secret? If you need to stand, wait a minute, we're not supposed to talk about these things.
Well, we can talk about it.
We can. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know the.
We set the ballot box up, and there's two people that go and inspect to make sure there's nothing. And for those of y'all that don't know, it's pretty much like a double-sided tray. There's one side that has white and black marbles, and there's a little hole. And if you're voting in like the person's name's on the box, and if you're voting in favor of them, you drop in a white marble. If you are voting against them, you put in a black marble, which is where the term blackballed comes from.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But the back side of the box where the marbles is going is closed. But before the voting, anyone can inspect to see that there are no marbles behind the little wall. And when the voting is complete, they lift it up, and then you're able to inspect. But the way that the box is situated, as you are picking up a marble and dropping it in there, they cannot see what color marble you're holding.
Yeah, and unless you're like standing right behind them, you better not be.
Well, no, even then, if you're standing like behind them, their body's blocking it, or if you're on the other side of the box is covered. So you don't.
Unless you're like this.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to be like over their shoulder.
What you put in there? You gonna blackball me?
But, we have a guy that's standing there at the table, and he's, letting one person at a time go. So,
hey, man, that guy standing at the table, he's got this long leather whip. I mean, that sucker.
He got a stick.
I think at the end of it's got a bunch of meat and hair on it. It's been
a couple nails hanging out of it.
He doesn't.
No, we don't. We
ain't
like
got to that yet.
No.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna put in a suggestion that we get that. So come join us.
We'll get him like a movie prop AR-15 to hold or something.
1938, Wrong Way Corrigan flies to Ireland accidentally. Do you know who that is? Wrong Way Corrigan. Have you ever heard of that?
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
I don't either. Wrong Way Corrigan. Douglas Oh, okay. Here.
He was a pilot.
He was a pilot, and I guess he flew the wrong way. He crossed the Atlantic. Let's read a story about him because I'd like to hear about this. He was an aviator named Wrong Way in 1938. It was a transcontinental flight in July from Long Beach, California, New York City. He flew from Bennett Field in Brooklyn to Ireland, although his flight plan was filed to return to Long Beach. So instead, he ended up crossing the Atlantic by accident and flew into Ireland. How do you do that, man?
Okay, there's some downfalls of this story, and there's also a brighter side of it. I mean, he made it.
Yeah, he made it.
Did he have passengers?
No, I don't think so.
It was just him.
Just him, yeah.
So he really didn't hurt anybody.
No.
He was out a lot of gas money.
Yeah, and it says it was an unauthorized flight, navigational error due to heavy cloud cover that obscured landmarks and misread his compass.
Did you see the newspaper? Go back up to the top there. Keep going.
That's as high as I can go.
Okay, well, maybe it was a page before that. No.
I don't remember.
It's whenever you searched his name, they had a picture of the New York Times, and I just...
Okay, yeah.
You see how they printed that backwards?
They really did. They printed the...
Yeah, it says the New York Post. I don't know if Rob could pop it up on the screen there or not.
Yeah. Oh, that's classic. Hold on. This is great.
That's back when people had a sense of humor, you know.
All right, here it is. This is the newspaper from this 1938. Look at that.
Everything else is the right way.
Except the Hail Wrong Way Corrigan. Million cheer madly and welcome to Flyer. He made it home. Wow. Also on that date.
Did they call him Wrong Way before that?
No, that was it. Yeah. Also on that date, looks like the Giants beat the Pirates 5-3, and the Reds beat the Dodgers 4-1. Just some heads up there.
Could you imagine screwing up so bad at work or doing something in your own personal hobby that you made the New York Post?
Isn't that awesome, man? And not only that, but the headline reversed.
I mean, I screw up a lot. I haven't made the newspaper over it.
It says here, Nagakor y'all gonna raw Elia.
Yeah.
Or if you read that backwards, hell, wrong way, Corrigan. He made it, buddy.
There you go.
He made it back. How do you fly all the way across the Atlantic to Ireland?
My mom was dating a guy one time that was a pilot. I just did air quotes there for y'all listening to Radio Land. And so we get in an airplane with this guy, me, my mom, my sister, and this guy. We're in the plane, and we takes off, and we're going to Garrison, Texas. Well, we get up in the air, and me and my sister in the back, and she's being her regular self, and I'm being my regular self, and everyone's yelling at me to quit moving because apparently I'm shaking the plane. Little old crop duster. We probably didn't have any business being in there.
You were in there. And, you were in there crop dusting too.
Well, that happens. It's altitude, man. It's pressure. It's pressure. But come to find out, this old boy, he was not instrument certified. So he got up in the air, was expecting to see landmarks, and it was the same thing. So when you said that about cloud cover and landmarks, I flashed back to that. We like to never got to where we were going because he got lost because he couldn't see. You know, he was like looking for courthouses and roadways. I'm thinking, dude, if you going to follow the road, we might as well have taken the car.
What do they call it? There's IFR and VFR, visual flight rules and instrument flight rules. So you're taught to fly by VFR or IFR. I've learned that much. That's all that I know.
I know with Greg, he's got like an iPad thing, and he punches in stuff, and then we take off, and we just, and we go the most direct path or whatever. And
that's the flight.
It's the plane's doing its thing, man, and he's pretty much every time he'll be in radio contact with somebody, and I guess they're like looking at us on the radar or whatever, and then they'll come back on. They'll be like Hotel Bravo 310, blah 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 blah, and then
what are they even saying?
That's like the plane identification,
yeah.
And then Greg will respond back or whatever, and then the dude will be like handing you off to blah 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 blah, and Greg like puts it in a little computer, which I guess is like a two-way radio, because, again, I'm from Huntsville, Texas, and I'm about damn lost. But he punches it in, and he's like, Hotel Bravo 310, and then somebody will respond back over the radio, and then they'll be like, have a great flight, or whatever. And we keep going, and I guess every time we get in like another little area, he has to do that, and then then we magically land somewhere, and I kiss the ground, and off we go.
It's. I want to hear. It's a Hotel Bravo, Hotel Motel Holiday Inn.
That's what it sounds like.
284434, runway 28R.
But he is such an awesome pilot, man. It's just like I've rode with the man in a car. I've rode with him in a plane. I'll take the plane any day. Because it's smooth as glass, man. I mean, the guy is 110% professional. He's a boss. I mean, he just, when you're in that plane, it's like a Cadillac DeVille, man. It's just,
it's like it's got those good struts.
Yeah. The takeoff smooth, the landing, like you're sitting there, like when we're landing, you're like, okay, we're gonna be touching down,
And you don't even
and you look, and we done stopped. So,
oh, that's
hell.
great. I like this. That popped up there.
What is it? Local comedian. I ain't no local comedian.
You're getting some good lower thirds this morning, buddy. All right. Well, there's.
Does that pay more than what I'm getting now?
Oh yeah. It's extra 10 cents a year. 10 cents a year, buddy. You get a little. Was it chiclet? Is that what they call those little?
Little candies.
Little chiclet candies.
I better call Global Financial Partners and see if they can put that towards my retirement.
Help us, Paula.
Yeah, Paula, help.
Check this out. 1940, the first helicopter flight in Connecticut. He almost named it the Helicopter, Charlie.
Helicopter?
It's called the first helicopter flight in Connecticut, Charlie. He almost named it the Hectocopter.
Didn't Da Vinci come up with the helicopter design?
The initial design, yeah. 1963, The Nutty Professor hits theaters. I didn't know they had a movie of The Nutty Professor. Mm-hmm. The only one I remember is that one dude in like the early...
Eddie Murphy or whatever.
Yeah.
No, somebody did it before him.
Warning about the movie. Dad joke, may contain nutty behavior. just a heads up on that one. Couple of birthdays today. Vin Diesel, Billy's 58. I like this. Every year a little less fast and a little less furious. he's slowing down.
I'm getting more furious as I get older. I'm getting cranky.
Richard Branson turned 75. He's the good kind of virgin, by the way. He's a virgin company. Did he end up going missing? He wasn't the guy that went missing. There was some other guy that owned one of those big companies that went missing. I don't know any of these other ones.
I help with a local funeral home. I don't know.
This one I won't read because I think it's something about chimpanzees and grass.
I didn't get to read all of it, but I read enough of it.
But I think that somebody took the headline and changed it because the official headline from Live Science has said that chimpanzees have developed a fashion trend by putting grass in their ears, but also somewhere else. This is a true story. Life Science talking about this. Chimpanzees are running around with grass in their ears and other parts at the Chimfunishi Wildlife Orphanage in Zambia. This is the second time the bizarre fad has gripped the sanctuary. They do this because they think it is the chimpanzees are doing this as a fashion trend.
They have a wildlife orphanage.
That's what it says. Yeah.
For wild animals.
Yes, that's it. And they said that this is a trend. They first reported these chimpanzees putting grass in their ears in 2014. At one time, there was only one group that did this. They described this new behavior. This was in a study that was published in the journal Behavior. It's a science publication that they put out for animals. Isn't that kind of weird? Have no idea. They said that before they would do this to clean their ears, but now apparently it's turned into a fashion trend. So if Billy and I come in here with grass coming out of our ears.
I do that pretty much every weekend when I mow the grass.
I think that guy from Optimum had some grass coming out of his ear.
No, he was smoking his grass.
So,
because it's cold, man.
So I thought that was kind of a weird headline.
Now, I can make you work, but it's not going to work when it gets hot.
Here's another one. Check this out.
Was there like a knob on there that he would turn from like hot to cold?
It was. Yeah. There was a man in India who rescued a cobra. This is why I would like reading these, Billy, because I already know your brain is already thinking, what's wrong with this guy? Okay, he rescues a cobra, wrapped it around his neck after he rescues it, and then rode his bike to pick up his son. The snake bit him mid-ride. He died a day later. This is a tragic tale of somebody doing something that they loved. So your takeaway, Billy.
Not a tragic loss.
Your takeaway.
That was it. If you that dumb, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah, this happened last Monday. No idea.
I'm sorry that someone lost a dad or a son or whatever, but if you're going to wrap a live snake around your neck and then put yourself on a bicycle or motorcycle or whatever it was.
Why would you do that?
Yes, why would you do that?
Yeah, and
this is like people that stick their fingers in fans and then wonder why they lost a finger.
Yeah, here is a...
Look at there's a picture of him.
Yeah, hold on one second. I mean, I feel bad.
It's not even a bicycle, it's a motorcycle.
I feel bad for the guy. But, yeah, he, for whatever reason, he decided that he was going to get this Cobra. Here he is. And
is that his son? And his son's like, Dad,
Yeah, he had, look, it's hard to see, but it'll zoom in. He rescued this Cobra. I feel bad for the guy. But why would you wrap it? Look at that thing. My mother's watching. She's turning off. She can't stand snakes.
Me neither. I grew up in the country.
I'm going to stop this.
There ain't but one kind of good snake, and that's
dead
y'all
snake.
know the rest.
I'm gonna end that video because you can only imagine with the internet nowadays. It probably shows that the snake actually biting him. But yeah, he died a day later. Poor guy.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, you sound like you're on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, it's
going to be a no for me this time. By the way, can I bring up something about that show? Do you ever watch that?
No.
I love that show, and we're all about uplifting people on this program, and I don't like to talk bad, but I will say something. Ratings are down this year on America's Got Talent. I'm not a Mel B fan. She was one of the Spice Girls, and there's just something about her this year that I think is causing that show to lose support. And I want anybody else chime in if you have those same thoughts, if you've noticed that. She sits next to Howie Mandel, and they do not get along. It's apparent that they don't like each other. And the show, in my opinion, bringing her back over Heidi Klum. Heidi apparently left the show because of family. But bringing her back, the ratings have tanked this year on America's Got Talent. And I love that show.
You know what the problem with celebrities are? They're famous. And that just changes a person. Do you think that if there was a talent scout on that show that was being one of the, that they would do any less of a job than what your so-called celebrities are doing? I mean, what makes them the leading expert in talent?
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
I like Simon Cowell. I really do. I like Sofia Vergara, I think is her name. She's really good. Howie, I used to not like him, but he's been consistent. From the time he's been on that show, he's been the same person, so I like him. But there's just something about Mel B that's changed this year.
Well,
she came back, and I'm just not a fan.
I'm trying to figure out why we idolize these people.
Yeah, I don't.
They're nothing special.
Simon Cowell, I like him. I mean, I don't idolize him, but I like him.
But I mean, like we put these people on pedestals, and why?
I'd like to see you on the show over Mel B.
Okay.
I'd watch it.
I'd like to see just a regular Joe Blow on there.
They they did that one time. They pulled somebody out of the audience and let them become and I think they should do that every year.
If you can get someone who's honest, put them on there. So if someone comes out and they play the spoons, it's great talent, man, but I don't think you're going to make it to the showcase or whatever Star Search was. That's what I remember.
Did you remember they used to have the Huntsville's Got Talent? Did you go to that? I know John Sheptalk was he was awesome, by the way. I love John. I could listen to me some John Sheptalk all day. That man brings so much energy, just a tremendous story and a testimony of how the Lord has worked in his life. But they had that here, and it seemed like it was kind of a cool thing, but then it fizzled out. I don't know what happened. I'd like to do something like that here in Huntsville, get that going again. Because it's kind of fun to see what, you see somebody all the time, and then all of a sudden you see them on a talent stage, and you're like, oh, I didn't know they could do that,
Donnie, you ever heard him sing?
No.
Oh, my God. Homeboy's got it.
Genzel, Donnie Smith, Genzel Heating and AC.
Yep.
No, haven't heard him sing.
Oh, man. Check out his Facebook page or whatever. Sometimes people post him. He's got a set of pipes on him.
My mom will like it today. Music milestone, 1953. Elvis records My Happiness for his mom.
Oh.
My mother loves Elvis. A Hard Day's Night, that hit the U.S. charts in 1964. And then Bobby Brown in 1992 married Whitney Houston. 5 weeks later, she's 5 weeks pregnant.
Did
you see that one?
Yeah, didn't they have some troubles?
Probably so.
I think they did. I think, I think he had some spacing problems, like keeping in his own space.
You ever heard of a fire NATO? I wanted to mention this real quick. You ever heard of
Well,
these things?
fire does make its own kind of weather, so yeah.
There was this is kind of neat because I get a daily list of information that comes to me, and then I use an AI program to break it down. But there was a fire NATO that swept through this Utah wildfire. There's apparently a big wildfire that's happening in Utah, and this thing turned into a major, what they call a fire NATO. Let me see if I can pull this up, Billy, because it is kind of neat to see.
You know what causes that?
Just the updraft and all that.
Well, what causes a regular tornado?
Look at this massive vortex.
Hot and cold air.
Fire.
Okay, well that fire's hot and it's cold and it.
Yeah, check this out. Look at this thing, man. Yeah. That's pretty cool. The fire's kind of tragic, but luckily no one's injured. But look at that thing. You see it spinning and twirling around. This happened Saturday, San Juan County, Utah. This from the Weather Channel, by the way, weather.com. Kind of neat to see that. Fire NATO. Whenever I first read about this or heard about it, I thought it was going to be some sort of...
Like Sharknado.
Yeah, something like that going on. That happened. And then also... One other one that I want to get your take on this. This happened at a zoo in the United Kingdom. This ought to tell you something here. It's called Blackpool Zoo. Penguin chicks are getting their toenails painted blue so zookeepers can tell them apart. They're painting the toenails blue of the penguin chick. Now, wouldn't the chicks be...
Smaller?
I guess smaller. It doesn't mean female. But, yeah, why would they... I don't understand why they're doing that. No idea. Billy's like, whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason they're doing it.
What year? Let me ask you this.
What about the adult penguins? Are they pissed off they can't get a pedicure?
They might be, yeah. They could be. Let me ask you this. You're a dad, 2 daughters, 1 son, 2 daughters. When did that moment happen? I'm curious because my little girl, we're going to get her ears pierced on Saturday. That's all she's been talking about.
Okay.
We watched some videos of another little girl getting her ear pierced, so Braylon will be ready. So Braylon has told me exactly how it happens. She goes, I said, Braylon, how is it going to happen? How's it going to go down? She goes, well, Daddy, we go to the place where they do it. Okay, you got to go somewhere first, obviously. She goes, then I sit in the big girl chair.
Yeah.
And then there's a lady that has a gun, she has 2 guns, 1 for each ear. Mm-hmm. And she goes, and the lady's going to squeeze them at the same time, Daddy. It's funny how detailed, Brent. She's going to squeeze them at the same time. And then she goes like this. She goes, it's going to feel like this, Daddy, a little pinch. It won't hurt. I won't cry. And then I got to leave them in my ear for a while, and I got to keep it clean and healthy, Daddy. So she's told me everything.
Don't say nothing else to her. She's got it. Let her go.
So for your daughters, when did they start? And I thought of this. When did they start painting their nails? When did they do the earring thing? Any of that kind of stuff?
I think we did Lily when she was like a little baby. And then Olivia, I just took an ice cube and a safety pin and got it.
A little punch-out kit, leather punch kit.
Yeah, you can get them from Amazon. No, I think we had her ears. We had all of them professionally done, of course. As professionals, you go to a place like a tattoo parlor.
You never. It's like you.
There used to be a place in the Woodlands Mall. It was like Claire's or something.
That's where we're going, Woodlands Mall, to do it.
Yeah.
If you do it somewhere though, it's kind of like that movie. Forrest Gump, you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah. Just make sure that ice pick has a little rust on it, to kind of keep you.
That's how you know it's a good one.
That's how you start the gauges, right?
Yeah.
That's the gauge starts from the infection.
I don't get that.
Well, we're excited. That's what we're going to do.
There you go. That's good. I'm excited for her. Be sure and get the big-ass bottle of stuff that you pour on their ears. Yeah.
You got to get all that kind of stuff, too.
Oh, you got to keep them healthy, man. You got to spin them. But no, the painting of the nails, Olivia, she's been in that for as long as I can remember. She paints her mama's nails, her sister's nails. She painted my big toenail one time, and that was a funny story. But she wanted to paint it. I said, fine, paint it. She painted it red. And she got done. I said, all right, now get that stuff off my toe. And she did. And shortly thereafter, I went to bed. Next morning, I get up, I go to the bathroom, do my stuff, I look down, and I have a toe that is discolored. And I'm thinking, what in the world is wrong with my toe? Is it a circulation problem? Did I stomp it on something?
Are you talking about the skin, like all the skin
is
discolored?
No, you know how like whenever you push your nail down, your capillary refills or whatever, how it comes back?
Yeah.
Well, imagine all your nails look that color, and then you got this one over here that's like It's just discolored.
Wait a minute. Mine ain't coming back, dude.
Well, you should probably get that checked.
Okay, it is on the thumb. Okay.
So I'm like starting to freak out, and then I remembered that Olivia painted that toe, then cleaned it off, and all that paint didn't come off, so there was like still a thin layer. So, yeah.
Kyle, by the way, says go to the tattoo shop. Don't do the mall. Go to the tattoo shop. I've heard that the tattoo shops for ear piercing are actually, most of them are a lot more clean than the mall, to be honest.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They're under some pretty strict guidelines at those places.
Yeah, because, I'm sure those tattoo places are probably under like the Texas Department of License and Regulations or something. Yeah, something's got to be.
It's a good idea, but yeah. Well, Billy, I know you got to get rolling.
Ask Kyle where he got his piercing.
Yeah, Kyle, where'd you get yours at, man? We got to get rolling. I know you got to get over to Bryan, Texas today. You're taking care of some stuff and working with the vendor over there. I know you got to get rolling. I do want to remind today, we are going to do the lunch bunch today. We're back. Billy can't be there, but a special lunch bunch. Richard, Linda, y'all are joining us. I don't know where we're going to eat at yet. I may go to that El Tamal. Tamal on the Square. I've eaten there 3 times already.
Where Sanders used to be?
No.
Where
Granny Mary's was. Where Randy was.
Was that good?
Oh, their food is fantastic.
Oh man, Judah's mama made some tamales.
Well, that's where I'm going today because they messed up. This young lady she is so sweet that runs that trailer over there. And it's beautiful. The patio. They've even got a fan out there for you. So you don't have to burn up. They've got lights. It's all covered. It's beautiful. Even if it's hot in the day, it's not going to be blistering hot under the canopies they have. But it's next to Perfect Nails. We are going to go there at noon today. So come join me at noon. Billy won't be able to be there unless maybe you race back. Maybe you could.
No, sir. If I have to drive over to Aggie Land, I'm going to be at the Wings and More at lunchtime.
You know where you need to drop by though, buddy? C&J's Barbecue. Have you ever given them a try?
I have. I lived over there just for a short amount of time.
Right there at Harvey Road.
Yeah.
At 30. That location. They got 2. They got a real nice one farther downtown. That is my absolute. I mean, we got good barbecue around this area, but if you get outside of Huntsville, that's one of my favorite barbecues, C&J's Barbecue.
Whenever I'm in a hurry and I can't go to Wings and More, I will stop in C&J.
There you go.
You get my red plastic cup and get on back down the road.
Solo cup.
Yeah.
But today at noon, we're going to be at Tamal on the Square, so come join. I'll be there. Michelle Cardenas is coming. That's why we wanted to go to lunch today. Michelle is back in town, and she's getting ready. She's studying for her LSAT coming up in August. She's going to law school, man. So she's taking that, but come join us.
We need some legal representation.
Yeah, we need it. We need some representation. Well, friends, that'll just about wrap it up. It's been a very busy week. Tonight, Casa Bingo, they've already sold that out, so no more seats available for that. But that's going to be a great event over at the Loman Student Center at the LSC. And so we know they're going to have a great
And that's brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
That's right. Y'all have 16 seats there, I was told. 16 seats at the.
We filled them all.
Filled every one of them. Mm-hmm. By golly.
Them ladies in our organization were fighting over them seats.
Bridget and I have
We had to do
tickets.
like a musical chair game there in the office and see who the winner was.
Well, Bridget and I have tickets to go, but our babysitters are all at youth camp this week. And so I'm not sure if we're going to – I called several people, and Deneen always helps us from, Thompson, but I don't want to bother her last minute. I'd love for her to. Deneen, if you're watching, you want to come babysit the children, you're more than welcome to. But we don't have a babysitter lined up for tonight. We tried, and one young lady that was going to do it, she forgot. Said, "Oh, hey, by the way, we're going to be at camp."
Just lock the doors and go. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, we won't do that.
Oh, I forgot this isn't the 80s anymore.
Yeah, can't do that. But anyways, a lot going on. Been a great week. We had Coach Phil Longo on with us on Tuesday and got to know him. I'll be at the football auction. That's coming up on the 26th of next week, that Saturday. And so there's so much good happening. Coach Longo's doing a great job, by the way, with Sam Houston football. And then I did want to say real quick, 2 last things. Next week, not this weekend, but next week, Friday and Saturday, we are going to host a garage sale here at First Baptist inside of our Family Life Center gymnasium, so it'll be nice and cool. We're going to do that Friday morning and Saturday morning. Probably Friday from like 9 to 1, and then Saturday 9 to 1 also. It's not going to be an all-day thing. But we have a lot of clothes left over, some other odd and end items that you may find useful that we were not able to take to the Texas Hill Country. Every single penny earned will go to support some families that we are adopting there in San Angelo. And so if you can come and be a part of that, it's just going to be a donation garage sale. I'm not going to put price tags on anything. And I'm not making this super public because I don't want people to show up with a bunch of junk that can't be used. But if you have useful items that you're no longer using, feel free to donate those to us on Friday of next week. Just bring them up here to the church, and we'll put them in that garage sale.
Have you checked on that guy that we talked to last Friday?
I don't remember who it was.
The guy that worked for the diesel repair.
Oh, that's who we met up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you checked on him since?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, he and I have been in constant communication.
Okay,
so
good.
He's the one that has helped us identify another family to adopt there in San Angelo.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, and that leads into the second thing. So the garage sale next week, if you have some items, actually, if you can bring them on Thursday would be nice. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., bring them up here to First Baptist Church. If you have any items that you'd like to donate to the garage sale, all proceeds will go to the Hill Country. But again, please make sure it's useful items. I know people in their heart want to help. We had somebody bring a stem to a satellite TV dish. I mean, we can't use that, obviously. And some people just want to clear out stuff, but make sure it's useful, please. If you show up with anything that we know is not going to be useful, we're going to politely tell you we're not going to accept that. This isn't and I say this nicely, not rudely, Billy, this isn't a bring all your junk to us and let us throw it away for you deal.
It's not a junk sale.
No, it's not. And anything that doesn't sell, we are going to team up with Good Shepherd Mission and Safe House and let them come get whatever's left over. But it will be a donation sale. We're suggesting $5 a bag to fill up clothes. Of course, you can give more. Did this in Bastrop whenever the fire set. We raised over $3,000 doing this, so we're going to do it again here.
If you bring an air fryer, make sure you got the chicken nuggets out of it first.
Yeah, please. A little bit of grease in there is fine, though. You know, it's seasoned.
Flavored, yeah.
Flavored and seasoned. So that's happening. Michelle is joining us. Michelle, Tamal on the Square at noon. You're going to join us, Michelle. You texted me. So Tamal on the Square at noon. Michelle Cardenas joining us now on the show. Garage sale next weekend. And then the week after that, August the 1st. And August the 2nd, we are going to leave right after the show on a Friday. We're going to head to San Angelo. We're going to get to work, and then we're coming back Saturday night. Our friends over at Dell Enderlin runs Operation Red Wings. They have loaned us one of their passenger vans, and we're looking for some more men that want to go and help us with cleaning Angelo. It'll be an overnight type deal. United Way there is going to be providing some housing from what I've told for us, so we'll be good to go. All you need to do is bring some gloves and bring your able willing body to come help us with the cleanup.
There you go.
It was hard for me to say. So we'll put all that out later today on Hello Huntsville. But Billy, that'll wrap it up. Michelle's coming. By the way, she'll be there.
Yep, you'll see. Yeah.
There she is, coming back fresh from the Gov's office.
I'll text y'all from the wings and more.
Yeah. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Hey, go to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Get that pre-planning done. We talk about it every week, and that time's going to happen to all of us eventually. And put your family at ease. Go see Billy. He'll walk you through the steps, and he'll make you feel like family there at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
You think I should do the spicy barbecue or the original hot?
Do you have any families to serve this weekend?
No, I'm off this weekend.
Okay, then go with the spicy, buddy.
Spicy barbecue?
Yeah, go with the spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, spicy
All right.
barbecue.
There
Only
you
if you're serving families, don't go spicy.
Yeah.
Because it could have a code brown at the wrong time.
I'm getting older. Yeah, older.
This is Officer Blakely here. Got a code brown. Over. I'll be out of the area for the next 20 minutes. Over.
All right, that'll wrap it up.
You must not be too old. You can do it in 20.
That'll wrap it. A lot of doom scrolling going on.
Yeah. Hey, apparently that's a thing because that got brought up at our youth group the other night.
Doom scrolling and vibing. That's the new word. Are you vibing today? You vibing? That's the new teen word now. Vibe.
Oh, I'm not vibing.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm barely surviving.
I'm a viber.
Yeah. Okay, right. We're not strong enough to make it on.
Yeah, we're not strong enough alone to make it. We're really not. Who are you vibing? Who are you vibing with today?
Look out! Be careful.
Yeah, we'll be back at it, friends. As I remind you that though, for real, we're really not strong enough alone to make it on. We need each other. Let's provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. Friends, we love you. We'll be back at it Monday, 7:30, right back here on Good Morning Huntsville. Until then, good morning, God bless, and so long. Thank you for joining us. And Billy, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. See y'all.